Back out in Stuart's Fab Shop here. In one of my previous videos, somebody had mentioned I should make a cutting board. So that's what we're going to be up to today. We're going to get started by getting these boards cut to length. Now, I already know it's not hardwood, which it should be, but we're not going to scratch the counter with it either. Now that we got our boards cut to the right length, now we can cut them to the right size on the good old table saw here. Now that we got our pieces cut to size here, now we're going to lay out for our dowels. There's one. I have this piece of angle here clamped onto my old drill press, and that's going to let me keep the holes at the same spacing this way. All I got to do is eyeball it this way. And for that, I put marks on it. Now we can start gluing these things together. Notice I got the glove on again. Now that we've used entirely way too much glue, we can go ahead and clamp these together. Now that we're all clamped in, we can let this dry overnight. Now that she's had overnight to dry, let's take the clamps off. There we go. Put the cardboard under it so we wouldn't glue her to the table. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, she stayed together. Let's get this cleaned up. We're just going to touch her a little bit with the old flappy wheel. Well, now that she's been touched with the flapper wheel, it looks a lot better. The bottom and the top here. And usually I would leave it at this. But I think I want this to be nice and flat because the flapper wheel leaves a bunch of highs and lows. For that, we're going to use the old planer here. I don't really use this old girl very much because she is pretty small and you have to take really small bites. But let's try her out today. After a couple hundred runs on the old planer there, she turned out really nice and smooth and flat, just the way we like it. A little bit of layout here for our letters. I don't have a very good stencil. This is what I got, so this is what we're going to use. To make these letters stay there and pop out, we're going to use this vice grips and a finishing nail and the torch. And all you're going to do is just heat that nail up red hot. Once your nail is good and hot, we're just going to touch the wood. Oh. I actually learned to do this in grade 7 woodworking class. Could you imagine 20 students playing with torches and nails and wood there in schools today? Probably not. Now we'll get the old trig set out. Oh yeah, I haven't used this in a lot of years. I wasn't gonna, but what the heck. Let's router an edge on here. I need a handle. Let's root around in our junk pile here, see what we got. Got lots of stuff here laying on the floor. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's gonna work good. We'll use this. Let's throw a little bit of color on this. Now we'll just take the torch, add a little bit of coloring. Now we're going to go ahead and seal her up with this butcher's block. Oh yeah, look at that. That's looking good. There we go. Just get her handle put on here. There she is. Let's try it out. Oh, she works pretty good. Well, if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe. And if you have an idea of something you would like to see built, leave me a comment in the comments. Right on.